I'm just going to do a bit of Christmas prep. I'm going to do the cranberry sauce because it's quite easy. I've done this before. Look, it's easy, she says. When it's like a... So it's a tub of cranberries. It's rather a small pan. I'll turn the pan on, get some heat. It's a little electric pan. It's quite a nice little gadget. It's probably too small. But anyway, I'm going to put some water in there. I've got just shy of 200 millilitres of water. So that's in. I want to get obviously some oranges. It's fairly typical ingredient in cranberry sauce. So I'll just zest this big orange. I've also got a clementine. Well, I've got several. Whether I'll add that or not, I'll see how this goes. So I want to get some zest in to the pot, and then the juice of the orange, then some sugar, and to finish it I'm putting port into mine. Some recipes don't use alcohol at all, but I do actually like using booze in my cooking where appropriate. And you know, Christmas is a biggish sort of celebration, really, isn't it, for us? And it's nice to pull out the stops and do things a little bit extra. So just put this orange. I'm never sure with oranges. They're an unknown quantity, aren't they? Are they going to be nice oranges? Are they going to be full of pips? Oh, this is a nice orange. Yum, good. Oh, lovely. So, I can't see any pips in here. So I'm fortunate. Otherwise I would have had to do this over a sieve. But I don't need to do that, so that's excellent news. That's one half in. Where's the other half? Just examine it for pips. No, there we are. Lovely. Best orange yet. Nothing worse, is there, when you peel an orange and it's dry and pippy. That's lovely. So that's in. And now sugar. I've only got dark brown sugar, and really you should be using light brown sugar. But once I've got it fixed in my head that I was going to do the cranberry sauce, I can't wait, and I can't be bothered going down the shop. So this is it. So I'm popping this in. I'm not going to put all of it in initially, because you know you can have these things as sweet or as tart. I mean, I said sour, but that's not really the right word, is it? As you wish. So I can always add some more, which I'm sure I will add some more. A little while. Just let that do its thing, and what I'm looking for is for the cranberries to start to pop, and then everything will thicken up. So I'll come back in a few minutes. So the cranberries are just starting to make some quite loud popping noises. So that's good. Basically they split their skins, and then the fruit juice, the fruit mixes in with the sugar and the water and everything. And as the heat gets going, it will start to make it a bit jammier. So you can see, yeah. People have been asking me where I got this little pot from. Hardly dare tell you. So, you've heard of Temu. Well, I got sucked into Temu a bit. In fact, I'm wearing a Temu lounge. It's not pyjamas, but it's just nice to know around the house. And this is good. And some of the things that I got sucked into buying were decent quality. but some things were really quite bad. I don't know bad, but you know, not what maybe my expectations weren't met. But they kept ticing me back, saying, "Oh, you know, you've earned some gifts," and I felt like I was playing a slot machine. I kept buying more things to get these gifts. But one of the things I picked, because it looked great, was this little, it's electric, so it's in the mains over there, little pot, which for me it's great because I quite often, careful Karen, I quite often obviously cook in front of the camera, which is not, my stove's over there. So I thought, well, it might be useful, and it is proving to be useful. So that's the story behind. Sorry if you can hear creaking noises. I did ask my husband to not make any racket, but for some reason they're not even floorboards. Flooring upstairs is terrible for creak as he's walking about. So this is doing its thing now, and I will just try a little taste. I think that's sweet enough. I haven't put the whole cup in, so I would say I've put about 100 grams of sugar in there, and yeah, I'll just leave that to do its own thing, and then we'll come back and see the final result. Here we go. So it's thickening up quite well now, but I've just decided to show you a bit more. I've decided that I'm going to put in a chopped up clementine. So that's going in. So that'll cook down. It'll still have bits in there. And it smells good. It's very dark because obviously I put brown sugar in instead of light brown sugar. I don't think that's going to be a hindrance at all. And then I've got this huge bottle of port here. I bought it because I didn't think I've got any port in the house. Just going to look down there. There's another full bottle of port left over from last Christmas, so we'll be all right for the port and lemons. Port and lemon. I mean, what else do people? I like port with cheese, obviously. That's a classic match. But what do people use? Are there any cocktails? Are there any cocktails? So it's going down. Just put it up a touch. Be careful now, it might spatter. I'm going to put this up as a guard because it's really quite ferocious little pan. It's been with me today into BBC Radio Leeds. So I took a sample of my Christmas soup recipe because I've written an ebook, an electronic publication more likely, with 9 Christmas recipes in it. This is not one of them. So I went in onto the radio today to chat about Christmas prep, Christmas ideas, and my ebook, which is available on Amazon Kindle. You don't need a Kindle, but you need the app. And then you go into Amazon and pop my name and GBBO in, and you can download it for £5. Quick plug for you, but that's what I've been doing today. I took this pan in with me, and they were all intrigued by it. But like I say, it's I need this guard to stop being spattered with boiling hot sauce. But you can see now it's starting to become saucy. I can probably squash a few more of these cranberries. And what I'm going to do with this, because it's only the 1st of December, I'm going to cool it and I'm going to freeze it. And that's absolutely fine. Bring it out Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, whichever. It'll defrost quite quickly. Probably Christmas Eve, let it defrost in the fridge. If there's any room in the fridge, of course. Because I've got 2 fridges, one here, one outside, and a beer fridge in the conservatory. And they're rammed. Usually rammed. So that's lovely. I'm going to add some port now, which will give flavour, but it will cook the alcohol out. And then when it's cool, I'll be adding a splash more so you've got the actual pork taste. Let's put some in. I don't measure. Well, I do measure for making cakes, but this sort of thing I'll leave to. It smells delicious. Oh yum. Oh yum. So we'll leave that on the pot and come back. So here I am back again. So it's still very hot. I've decanted it into this freezable glass dish, and that's the consistency of it before it's cooled down. As it cools, it will set and become more jammy. Hopefully. I know it will. I did put that extra sugar in, so that's 125 grams. As I went on, I thought, yeah, maybe. And as promised, I don't want to drown it and make it really, really runny, but I just want to splash a neat pot that hasn't been bubbled off, so that the alcohol will be actually in the cranberry sauce. And there we are. Homemade cranberry and orange sauce with port. And I'm sure that's going to be very tasty on Christmas Day. Thank you.